Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight is Championship night, and we are here at Salva, Pennsylvania's Lernerville Speedway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call. And tonight, as we get set for the UMP Modifieds here at Lernerville Speedway. Again, tonight we are live across Facebook, YouTube. We're live across the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook and YouTube channels. We're live on the World of Thunder and DirtFan.com Facebook page as well. So if you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit that like and follow button and keep up to date with all the fantastic racing action that is going on. It is time for our first heat race of the night. There's no qualifying. And we'll go right into tonight's Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid here on Championship Nights. 8 laps will be the distance here on Championship Night for the UMP Modified Series. Starting on pole in car number 5 for TVR, it's Chris Fisher. On his outside for D1RT Racing, Clay Devon will start position 3. Second row inside will be Daniel Passmore. Alongside him, the 45B of Barry Sorensen lining up at a position number 4. Positions 5, 6, and 7 line up like this. The 327, Gavin Collins, starts inside the third row. On his outside for $1 Million Motorsports, Eric Scalf will start position 6 and lining up at a position 7. In car 25, it is Huey Quillen. The driver's getting the Wonder Green signal right now from the iRacing and Race Control, the World of Thunder Race Control. Tonight, at the moment, it is just William Duval who happens to be doing the race control duties tonight. We get set for heat race number 1. It is Championship Night. We are underway here at the Lernerville Speedway. Chris Fisher will lead the field down into turn number 1 and 2. Clay Devon rides in second. You go back to Barry Sorensen for TVR as well. Back there in third spot. Top 3 go straight through to the main event. And those are the top 3 drivers. Devon coming under fire from Sorensen down into 1 and 2. Sorensen low. Devon upstairs. Fisher leads down the back straightaway, or continues to lead, I should say. Devon continuing to try to work the outside of the racetrack through 3 and 4. Will go back up the stairs in turns 1 and 2. They've got to be careful not to run off the edge of the racetrack. Devon now ducking down low down into 3 and 4, looking for the slide down on Sorensen and TVR. For the moment, they run 1 and 2. It's Fisher to lead from Sorensen. Devon back there in third. Scalf now coming after the 4th place driver. Look at the 25 of Hewitt Quillen, the green machine on the outside. He's got that high line working right now. Contact with Passmore. And on goes Eric Scalf and Gavin Collins. So the top 3 clearing away from the rest of the field. And again, 6 down. This time by, so 2.5 to run at the moment. And it's TBR running first and second. The winner going to the redraw. Sorensen still trying to fend off challenges from that 84 machine for D1RT. Was he in a D1RT car? Yes, he is. I can see it on the bottom of that left rear side panel, but into turns 3, out of turn 4. Chris Fisher victorious in Championship Night, heat number 1. Second, going to go to Barry Sorensen, just ahead of Clay Devon. Third, 4th is Eric Scalf. Gavin Collins home in 5th, Huey Quillen in 6th, and Passmore home in position number 7. Heat 1 of 4 complete, 3 heat races left. And let's take a look right now at heat race number 2. Here at the DirtFan.com UMP Modifieds, presented by World of Thunder Racing League Championship night here at Lernerville Speedway. You'll hear that a lot tonight. It is championship all night. And we'll have the first two broadcasts right here at the Lernerville Speedway. And then the 410 Wing Sprint Cars will take the trip to the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway. Heat number 2. The UMP Modifieds, presented by DirtFan.com and World of Thunder Racing League. Let's take a look at how they line up with your ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole in car number 82, Ashton Riggle. On the outside of the front row in car 21, Benjamin Nading out of position number 2. Inside your second row, position 3, car 269 of James Grace, lining up alongside the HRE Motorsports number 3 machine, Shane James out of position number 4. And your final row inside, in car number 88, Clyde Dunn will start position 5 and Jordan Casey will line up out of position number 6. Six cars, heat race number 2. The DirtFan.com UMP Modified Series. We go, green flag is out. Heat number 2, Ashton Riggle. James Grace up on the inside on Benjamin Nading through 1 and 2. James Grace in second and now challenging for the race lead. 2 by 2, Nading off the edge of the racetrack. Keep an eye on Jordan Casey. Trying to make his way through the field in that number 42 machine for D1RT, but James Grace, your new race leader, down the back straightaway, coming on leaps and bounds over the past month. Casey off the edge of the racetrack, Shane James into position 2 now, as they both come from the second row. 3rd and 4th starters, running 1 and 2 at the moment. Clyde Dunn, the 88, showed up on the inside there of Ashton Riggle. Riggle got the drive on the exit of turn 4. Riggle through the middle, Dunn down low. Just in front of them, your second place driver in the HRE Motorsports number 3 machine, the Dirt All Access of Shane James. Grace halfway home, 4 down, 4 to run. Your leader looking to transfer to the redraw tonight. The worst he'll start is position 4. If he can hang on for the win, but the best he can start is first. Riggle still holding on to 3rd spot. Again, top 3 directly into the main event. Clyde Dunn fending off a challenge from Benjamin Nading in the 21 machine and Jordan Casey. So it was Nading and Casey lap after lap. They both fell off the edge of the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. And now Nading fighting back as here goes Dunn to the inside of the final lap. The white flag flies and the battle is on for the final transfer spot into 3 out of turn 4. We know James Grace is going to win. Second to go to Shane James. 3rd at the line. Oh, this is close. Ashton Riggle and Clyde Dunn. Ashton Riggle gets it. 9 1/1000ths of a second. Very, very close racing indeed. The finish there of heat race number 2. You take a good look at the racetrack right now. Let's take a look. That's your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 3. And starting on pole in car number 240, Brad Moore. On the outside of the front row in car number 11, it's Dustin Sizemore. Inside second row, the 999 of Dylan Fox starts position 3. On his outside, we call him the principal, Jason Skinner in the 00 out of position number 4. Your final row inside and outside out of position 5 in car 7, it's Tyler McGoldrick, and on his outside, the defending champion in the number 127 for Swindell Speed Lab, it's Blake Majulis. Driver's getting the 1 to green signal right now. Again, don't forget, head over to our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. Hit that subscribe button. It is free. And it is now time for the penultimate heat race of the night here at the Lernerville Speedway Championship 9 here for the DirtFan.com UMP Modified Series. And we are green in heat number 3. Brad Moore got a great start, so did Dylan Fox. He moves straight into second position as he puts the 11 of Dustin Sizemore back to third. We're watching Fox in the pink and grey, the Juice Box D1RT machine. Oh, Sizemore involved in some contact there in turns 1 and 2. Blake Majulis jumps into third, McGoldrick 4th, Skinner 5th, and Sizemore back to position 6. Right now, Fox right on the outside, Moore right on the slider line through 1 and 2. The 240 of Brad Moore continuing to lead. The Elite 7 240 entry. There is second place, Dylan Fox driving for T1RT. They're really moving along from the rest of the field lap times in the 16.0s. And that happens to be for our first 4 drivers. In fact, the fastest lap on the racetrack, the only driver into that sub 16 second bracket is Brad Moore, your race leader, with a 15.997, make that a 15.965 now, as he is really starting to get up on the wheel here at the Lernerville Speedway. And well, one thing we've got to mention as well, fixed setup racing with just 2 laps left to run. Oh, Fox and Moore both caught the wall on the front straight, and that's the only wall around this racetrack. That's what makes it very unique. Right through middle of 3 and 4 goes Brad Moore. Fox off the racetrack. Blake Majulis now takes over second. Last lap, final time in heat number 3. Brad Moore going to the redraw. Our return 4. Do we want some more? Brad Moore with the win second. Blake Majulis third is going to be Dylan Fox. Tyler McGoldrick 4th. 5th is going to be Dustin Sizemore, and Jason Skinner will come home in position number 6. That is heat race number 3 completed. As we move into our 4th and final heat race of the night, let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. They line up like this in car number 68 on pole for the final heat race of the night. It's Darren Literal, and on his outside, the 007 machine of Jacob Fields out of position number 2. Position number 3, in car number 09, Tanner Tomasi lining up alongside the 16 of Jim Emery out of position number 4. And your third and final row for Swindell Speed Lab in car number 15, Rusty Kruger starts position 5. And lining up out of position 6 in car 35, he is the original high side hustler, the New York Thunderbolt. Nick Cooper starts position number 6. Pace truck moving to the exit of the racetrack. We are set for 8 final laps of heat racing competition here in season number 8 of the World of Thunder Racing League, and we are green. Fields, Darren Literal side by side down into 3. Fields throwing the slide job on Literal. Literal will come back in now down into 1 and 2, but Jacob Fields has led the opening lap. Tanner Tomasi back there in 3rd. Right now, watching on screen, 1st and 2nd, trading slide jobs at both ends of the racetrack, but Jacob Fields again, he will lead lap number 2. Literal not close enough to throw the slider in 1 and 2 that time by, however, Literal has now got pressure from Tanner Tomasi up on the inside. Tomasi in the 09 for $1 Million Motorsports. Tomasi coming after Darren Literal for that 2nd spot. Jim Emery back there in 3rd. 4th is Rusty Kruger, and in 5th, and 6th is Nick Cooper. Up front, halfway home here in the final heat race of the night. Jacob Fields now moves out to a 6/10 of advantage over Darren Literal, who has got a 1/10 of a second. Back to Tanner Tomasi, and Tomasi down low through turns 3. Out of turn 4, he stays down low, nearly coming up into the left rear quarter pedal there on the 68 of Darren Literal. In the HRE Motorsports iRacing iFlag Dirt All Access 68 machine, a very, very basic look and car. And tell you what, sometimes basic is better. A lap and a half to run here in the final heat race of the night. Jim Emery trying to get himself into the top 3. Tomasi and Literal has not had a moment this entire heat race just to have a think about where he wants to run on the racetrack. He's always been in a battle, but for the final time in heat racing competition, Jacob Fields to the win. Darren Literal 2nd. 3rd is going to be Tanner Tomasi. 4th will be Jim Emery. Rusty Kruger home in 5th. And Nick Cooper home in position number 6. 2.387 seconds separating 1st and 6th. And there is only one B main here tonight. Due to championship night, 25 cars fighting it out for 24 positions. One car, I believe, is going to go home. Who will that car be? I've got a feeling, but it's time to take a look. Right now, it's your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Be a dirtfan.com UMP Modifieds B main. $13 cars scheduled to take to the racetrack with your top 12 going through. Starting on pole, car number 26E of Eric Scalf. On the outside of the front row, car number 88 of Clyde Dunn out of position number 2. Position 3 sees the 7 of Tyler McGoldrick line up alongside Jim Emery out of position number 4. Position 5 will be the 327 of Gavin Collins, and Benjamin Eating car 21 will start position 6. Dustin Sizemore, the 11, will start position 7, and Rusty Kruger, the 15, will start position number 8. Position 9 will be the 25 of Huey Quill, and alongside him, Jordan Casey out of position number 10. Position 11 will be the 00 of Jason Skinner out of position 12, car 35 of Nick Cooper. And your final starter in car 8, Daniel Passmore out of position 13. There is your field rolling down the back straight away into turns 3 and 4 for the final B main of the series. The 09, in fact it is the 26 of Eric Scalf. He will lead the field to the green flag, and we're underway in your B main. Scalf off the edge of the racetrack. Dunn goes on by for the race lead. Oh no, Scalf off the racetrack. Eric Scalf, he had one job to do, and it was to not go off the racing surface, and he has done that on the opening lap. And he is back on pit road. So talk about going from hero to zero. Eric Scalf now a lap down, and now that is his night done. Done, your race leader Emery on screen in second spot, and Benjamin Aiding the 21 machine in third. Then we go back to McGoldrick putting a slide job there on Dustin Sizemore. Sizemore putting the slide job back on McGoldrick. McGoldrick up the edge of the racetrack into the wall. Casey up the edge of the racetrack as well. And yellow flag flies. You'll see the racing.com pace truck come back out. Tyler McGoldrick and Eric Scalf both on pit road. And McGoldrick has called it a night. He's left, but I mean, little does he know the top 12 make it. So I'm not sure why he would disconnect, but anyhow. So again, don't forget, we are live on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/ultimatedirttv. Hit that subscribe button. Page truck. Lights should be turning off. The racing.com pace truck this time by on the front straight away. You get a better look there. Thomas, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Lights are out on the pace truck. 8 down, 4 to run. Clyde Dunn looking to get the win. So the winner of this B-main will start position 13th. So now it's all about starting positions in the main event. 13th through to 24th. Nading putting the moves there on Jim Emery to 3 and 4. Here comes Sizemore on the outside. He's looking for a top 3. Sits in 4th at the moment. Then you go back to Kruger. 4 wide out of turn 2 if you don't mind. Hello. 3 wide down into 3 and 4. Kruger on the outside of the 3 wide battle with Gavin Collins and Huey Quillen and Jordan Casey. After going off the edge of the racetrack twice so far in 2 races, you gotta wonder, what does the 42 have to change other than not going off the racetrack? Still 3 and 4 wide. Who turns 3 and 4? The white flag is upon us. Final lap of B-main competition. Into turns 3 out of turn number 4. Clyde Dunn going to be victorious. Second is going to be Benjamin Nading. Sizemore, I believe, got third. Edging out Jim Emery for 4th. Kruger in 5th. Cooper 6th. Quillen, Casey, Collins and Passmore the top 10. And now it is time for our redraw. Going to happen, and let's go here. What do we got today? 4. It's quite loud. What? Yeah, you said 4, yeah?
Yes, sir. 4 heat races, 4 drivers.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, heat race number 1 winner, the 5 of Chris Fisher.
Pole position.
Heat race number 2, 269 of James Grace.
Position 3.
Heat race number 3, the 240 of Brad Moore.
Position 4.
Heat race number 4, the 007 of Jacob Fields.
Position 2, buddy.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, there we go. Our redraw is done. And what we'll do right now, well, we'll take this opportunity to step aside very quickly. Actually, you know what? We're not even near that. We are going to thank our wonderful people that have helped us all season long. Of course, dirtfan.com, World of Thunder Racing League. There we go. Pushing to get energy gum. Back with video classes on a Wednesday and Thursday night. Let's put some tune, removing your headwear when it's time for the plane. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV, dirtfan.com, and World of Thunder iRacing League. It is now time for our final race of Season 8 here at the World of Thunder Racing League and the dirtfan.com UMP Modifieds Fixed Series. 60 laps on the board here at the Lernerville Speedway. It is now time to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Well, we know Chris Fisher will in fact start on pole. Out of position 2 will be Jacob Fields. Out of position 3 will be James Grace. Out of position 4 it will be Brad Moore. Lining up out of position 5 it'll be Barry Sorensen and Shane James. Out of position 6 Blake Majulis. Out of position 7 and Darren Little out of position number 8. 9th will be Clay Devon. 10th is going to be Ashton Riggle, Dylan Fox and Tanner Tomasi in 11th and 12th. 13th is Clyde Dunn. 14th with Benjamin Nading, Dustin Sizemore. 15th, Jim Emery in 16th. 17th, Rusty Kruger. 18th, Nick Cooper. 19th. Huey Quillen. 20th, Jordan Casey. Gavin Collins. 21, Daniel Passmore, Jason Skinner. And Tyler McGoldrick didn't grid. Neither did Ashton Riggle, so 22 car field. Now I can tell you that this 60 lap 8 main, the first 5 laps, that to get the drivers from the redraw into their correct positions. The Jacob Fields will move to position 2. James Grace will move back to okay, so it looks like it's going to be James Grace and Chris Fisher on the front row. I thought it was something different. But as the drivers have been told from race control for the final time for the DirtFan.com UMP Modified Series, they are in the greatest sight in all of motorsports, the 4 wide salute here at the Lernerville Speedway. There we go, drivers now breaking away from the traditional 4 wide salute. Looking at top of the racetrack. Sava, Pennsylvania's Lernerville Speedway. Drivers are now on 2 to green. So when we start lap 5, so not this time by, but the following time by out of turn number 4, we are green flag action. 60 laps fixed, setup racing. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is finally here on championship night. 60 laps around the Lernerville Speedway. Who is going to victory lane? Who is going to clinch the championship? We are green. And Fisher will lead down the back straight away. Jacob Fields second. Third, Brad Moore. Then you go back to James Gray. Shane James on the outside of Barry Sorensen. Grace to the inside on Brad Moore, but the slide jump for the race lead has happened. You've got a new race lead out of turn number 2. And Jacob Fields, to the front of the field. Fisher rides in second. Brad Moore under heavy fire from James Grace up on the inside. 2 by 2 by 2 they run. Sorensen and James side by side into 3 and 4. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth on screen. Now Brad Moore coming after Fisher. Down into 1 and 2. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Out here. .327 of Gavin Collins. Let's take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Take a look down into 3 and 4 as the replay there. Passmore getting into the back there of Nick Cooper. Collins nowhere to go on that exchange, unfortunately. Back to live video feed from the virtual Lernerville Speedway. Lights are out on the pace truck. Fields and more. It'll be Fields to lead us back to the start-finish line, back underway. Here in tonight's main event, Brad Moore jumping the start there. Time that restart to perfection, and Brad Moore to the race lead. Here comes James, but Fisher back around the outside on James, down into 3 they go. 2 by 2, there's some 3 wide action here once again. In the early goings of the restart, and lights yellow back out onto the racetrack. Cooper in the 35 machine. Let's take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. So 35 of Cooper, it was Casey getting into the side of Fox. And Clyde Dunn getting into the side of Casey. Again, just the guy at the back there. Nowhere to go on that exchange. Gavin Collins very lucky to miss the 35 of Nick Cooper there. Let's take a look at our Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. Shot from the shock there, the left front shock. Back to green right now. Brad Moore, Jacob Fields back underway in this 60 lap main event. 48 to run Fields, and now look at Shane James up on the inside. James to the race lead. Oh, they bang door panels, and Brad Moore gets Shane James. James rolling and reversing and just trying to get out of harm's way. Very difficult night to be on race control, that's for sure. We're back live to the virtual Lernerville Speedway here of the DirtFan.com UMP Modified Series. This is the season finale. Don't forget, we'll stay here for the next broadcast for the super late models. And we'll take the World of Thunder jet plane to the Knoxville Raceway. Here we go, we're back underway in the main event. Your leader, Fields. Now the single file restarts. Glade Devon started 9th and now up to 2nd. Oh no, there goes Fisher off the racetrack. Comes back on, safe to do so, but he is going to lose a ton of ground. James Graves battling it out with Blake Majulis. Majulis on the outside of turns 3 and 4. Grace in 4th. Sorens in 5th. Nading into the side of Literal. Literal off the edge of the racetrack. Comes back on. We stay green. Nading. Oh, look out off the edge. Not too sure what's going on here tonight, fellas. Let's try and get this cleaned up a bit. I wanted to see some WWE action. I would have watched the Elimination Chamber. Lights are out on the pace truck. I think someone's just about to get a permanent ban here. Well, Brad Moore, you are an absolute idiot. And I'll tell you what, I hope that there are other leagues out there that are watching this. You are an absolute dickhead. I can guarantee you this right now. Brad Moore will never, ever race again here at World of Thunder, and I will make sure of that. And I'll tell you what, I hope Elite 7 do something about that fool. Brad Moore is officially gone. I have just removed him myself, and he will never ever step foot here in a World of Thunder League race again. Yes, a piece of shit. He is a piece of shit. Yep. And I tell you, you know what, we're gonna bring this back up because we're gonna go and we're gonna show the fans what team he's on. Elite 7. There you go. Let's get a better look at it. There it is, Elite 7. And I tell you right now, he is an absolute piece of shit. I don't care who's watching. He is a piece of shit. because Steve McMillan ain't here, mate, doesn't mean I'm not going to kick you, you friggin' idiot. Anyhow, Blake and George, you got to feel for the guys on that front row that got taken out by a clown. So Majulis with a bit of luck out in front. Grace second, third. Here's Sorensen now moves into second, but here comes D1RT in fourth and fifth. But it's Grace and Sorensen having a great battle. Behind him is Casey and Fox. Now, Casey's been on the track 2 times prior to this, and in both times, he has gone off the edge of the racetrack. So let's hope Casey doesn't go off the edge of the racetrack when he's up near the front. Yellow back out onto the racetrack. Lights to go out this time by, like, we're going to hopefully a single file restart, because it turns out double file isn't going, but there you go. Majulis will in fact go to the inside. The rest of the field will go back into rows of 2x2. Back underway here in the main event. 22 to run this time by. Oh no, Sorensen and Fox come together. Dunn gets on by Fox as well. Jim Emery now coming up into the top 5. Casey now coming after Grace. Majulis, he's set. He's gone into the sunset. Good luck trying to run down the defending champion. Casey around the outside of James Grace down into 1 and 2. They run. 20 laps to run. Next time by past the start finish line. Grace stays low. Casey stays high. Grace slides up but gives enough room to Jordan Casey. Sorensen, Emery, Fox. Bring it back to Tomasi, Quillen, Cooper, and James. Oh no, Tomasi. It was Tomasi and Quillen who come together. Now Shane James, after being turned by the piece of crap Moore earlier on, he's rallied his way back to position number 10. Make that 9th as he looks to get by Tomasi cleanly. Down into 3, slides up in front of Tomasi. Dunn going backwards, quicker than Brad Moore got removed from the server. Fox all over the back of Sorensen through turns 3 and 4. He'll do the same in 1 and 2. Sorensen holding on to position 4. Will Fox go low this time? Yes, he does. Cutting it down low into turn 3. Slides up. Got to be careful not to get get that right rear off the edge of the racetrack. And yellow is out just as we were coming to 15 to go. We are just trying to get some things just sorted out here, so yellow flag going to come back out again. Right, it seems we're good now. Yeah, good with 7 to run. Apologies again. Here we go, back underway. So less than a heat race distance remaining. Here comes Casey after Majulis for the race lead. The first time in the last 15 or so laps that Majulis has had the lead that he has been challenged, and well, it didn't last too long. Now it's Fox around the outside of Barry Sorensen. Sorensen trying to put the moves back on Fox. Oh, he tagged Fox a little bit, but Fox kept it going. Here's the 2 lead guys, 6.5 tenths of a second. Majulis has over Casey. We're now inside of 4 laps to run this time by. And well, I dare say that unless something drastic happens, Blake Majulis should be going to victory lane here at the Lernerville Speedway. Second is Casey. Third is Grace. And can he hang on to a podium? I'd love to get the chance to talk to James Grace. But here comes Fox for that final podium position. And Fox around the outside of James Grace. Fox, can he do it? Can he take away the spot? Yes, he does at the start-finish line. And James Grace is going to have to be superhuman. He's going to be Superman to get back by the 999 of Dylan Fox. As you see, Casey just starting to come into screen right now. But the white flag flies here at Lernerville Speedway. Down the back straightaway for the final time for Season 8. He is the defending champion. Not sure how it's going to work out for points, but ladies and gentlemen, Blake Majulis, he goes to victory lane. Jordan Casey home in second. Third at the line to be Dylan Fox. Then we'll go back to James Grace in fourth. Fifth at the line, Nick Cooper by 9/1000ths of a second over Barry Sorensen. Shane James in seventh. Eighth is Darren Littoral. Ninth is Clyde Dunn. Jim Emery rounds out your top 10. Chris Fisher, Jason Skinner, 11th and 12th. 13th, Tanner Tomasi, Dustin Sizemore, 14th. Benjamin Nading, the top 15. Daniel Passmore, Gavin Collins, Huey Quillen, Rusty Kruger, Jacob Fields. Then you go back to Clay Devitt, Ashton Riggle, and Tyler McGoldrick. Riggle and McGoldrick didn't even turn a lap, and they still finish ahead of the piece of shit who decided to straight line people. So now we're going to chat to our top 3 drivers here in just a few moments, hopefully. Oh, we are going down to victory lane right now to chat to winner. And in fact, it's nice because our top 3 are ready to go. But your winner here tonight, and he comes back to victory lane. This time it's at Lernerville Speedway. Blake Majulis. Blake, congratulations on this win. You got a little bit of luck there with, we'll call him some clown under yellow, but I mean, once you got to that lead, there was no sitting sight, no catching the 127. Must feel good to go back to victory lane.
Oh, no, I mean, yeah, I don't know what the deal was with that incident there, but you know, with how many laps were left, I was already up to, I don't know, like, I think third by the time that deal happened, so I was pretty comfortable where I was at anyways. I think I would have ended up pretty good. But the track was pretty tough. The setup kind of stunk to run the bottom because it didn't have any gear, so you couldn't get up and going. It was hard to throw sliders, so it did play in my favor for sure.
Obviously, limited amount of cars tonight being championship night, and, you know, we've seen over the past couple of seasons, you know, when it comes to championship night, the field, you know, gets dwindled down from, you know, that 40, 50 mark, you know, down to 25 or even 30. The track still got very, very slick here tonight. Were you sort of at all surprised that it got this slick, you know, towards the end, or, you know, was that how you expecting the track to play out?
Yeah, I usually expect it to get pretty slick, and when it gets slick, it kind of just goes to slider liner top, and this time it played out to go to the top, and I was ready for that on one of the restarts there, and kind of got in a groove on the cushion, and thankfully never made any mistakes, and just kind of rode my race. So.
Well, buddy, congratulations on going to victory lane here at the Lernerville Speedway. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate, and we'll let you hopefully get set for the super late models here, which are going to be staying here at Lernerville. So some good practice again for you.
Right, yes, sir.
Sponsors before you go, buddy.
Yeah, just my whole team, Swindoll Speed Lab, all my teammates over there for everything they do for me and help on setup. iRacing, iFlag, Jeff Brown, Bell Helmets, Weiser Organics, K1 Speed, Zach at Sim Seats, and everyone over there. They've really helped me out recently. Design 75, Jeremy Ray for having me look clean. He does some of the greatest wraps. You guys for broadcasting. Everybody that watched, Tia, for all her help. And just everybody that watched, thank you.
All right, there we go. Blake Majulis there, home in first place tonight. Home in second place tonight in caliber 42. It's Jordan Casey. Jordan, well, I'm going to say congratulations on this second place run. You not only done it from 20th, but for the 2 times prior to this 60 lap main event, the 2 times you're on the racetrack, both times you'd gone off the edge of the racetrack. What was the game plan going into the main event? Because this racetrack can get very, very tough.
I suck. I don't know. It's part of just used to driving my setups. I didn't practice a little bit before with this setup. I didn't turn any practice laps, and then I don't know. By the time I got up to Majulis, I just tried overdriving the car. I had like 6 or 8x by then, and figured I didn't have any shot at him. So I tried switching up my line a little bit, and then tried some stuff and threw it off the track almost one time. So gave up and just settled for second.
On that final restart with, I think it was 7 to go, you sort of went down low into 1 and 2, just trying to put some pressure on him and maybe try and force him into a mistake. That didn't happen when he sort of got away from you there in the next couple of laps. What was going through your mind at that stage, late in the race?
At that point, kind of sounds dirty, but uh, I'm uh, I'm just racing stupid there because I just figured with how many cautions we had that race, there was going to be another one popping out. So maybe get the lead on some BS. You know what I'm saying? So that was my only thought process. I'm going low there, maybe putting some pressure on him, but I didn't have anything for him. He knew that, so it was just running his race. He had it locked up either way.
Yeah, if you wanted that sort of stuff, you might have to put Brad Moore back onto the racetrack. But
Yeah,
anyhow,
I mean, yeah, you see his throttle stuck. I don't know what happened to him.
throttle stuck. Yeah, he's a friggin' clown. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, Fields and Clay both are having great runs, and then he cleans them out like that. It's just kind of uncalled for or whatever. But
Yeah. Anyhow, enough
I
about
don't
that
know.
piece of shit. Congratulations, second buddy. I'll let you thank some people
All right.
before we let you go.
Yeah, everybody at UNRT, you for broadcasting, everybody that ran tonight. It sucks for Clay and Jacob. They're probably gonna finish 1, 2, or up there, top 3, no doubt. But yeah, is what it is, and just don't let them back, I guess. Have a good night.
I guarantee he won't be back anyhow. Jordan Casey there, home in second spot. Chat to over that. Comes home third place tonight. Had to do it the hard way, but third place is this driver, Dylan Fox. Dylan, congratulations, third place right here tonight. You started 11th, and you got up near the front. You fell off the edge of the racetrack, and that was a very tough race to get this. You had to do it the hard way, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was just kind of everybody was just pushing whoever they wanted off the track, so couldn't make any friends out there, that's for sure. Just push your way to the front, hit everybody. Really weren't any penalties given out, so you could kind of just do whatever you wanted. And I started out running the race clean on the bottom, and then but everybody lost respect. I just didn't make any friends and just did whatever I had to do to get some spots.
Late in that race, you had a pretty good battle there with James Grace. James, obviously someone that not sort of, and this is no disrespect to him, but lately, he's really been up the front, really putting pressure on you guys. What was it like trying to get around him? Because to you, and again, this is no disrespect to him because he's a good kid and good driver, someone that you might not have raced too many times up near the front of the field.
Yeah, I just gotta trust myself and hope that he's gonna his line and I'm gonna keep my line up top and obviously it changes your mindset a little bit because you start to drive a little harder and you got to keep it on the track. But he did a good job keeping it right where he was supposed to. A lot of guys, they'd see you in your mirror and they'd try to move up, but got a lot of respect for him for keeping the line there and not really trying to do anything.
Well, after 60 laps, you come home third. You move up 8 positions on what looked like a very difficult track to pass on. What did you make of the track?
That started out decent, but a lot of what Majula said, there really wasn't any gear in this setup, and it just handled terribly on the bottom. So once it went away, you really had no choice but to go to the top if you had room. So I think track was fine. Just the whole fixed setup thing again. You really just get forced to running that one line and have to stick there.
All right, well, Dylan, congratulations on a third place run here tonight. We'll let you get out of here, and we'll let you thank some people before we let you go too, buddy.
Yeah, just huge thanks to the guys on the team. I know Jacob and Clay had a really good run going, and then Brad did whatever he did, and I don't get. And then Nick and Jordan both had some good runs. Jimmy, I know he got caught up in a wreck at the end, but we were all in the top 10 or something at one point. So shout out to them. Also shout out to Jimmy again for the wrap. Ed, he's a great team owner, knows how to manage a great team. Showtime Graphics and Apparel, Clay Devin. Jordan made my wrap, so I got to thank him. And then thanks to you for doing the broadcast.
All right, there we go. Dylan Fox there, home in third place here tonight, and that'll wrap up the dirtfan.com UMP modified season for season 9 for World of Thunder iRacing League. And again, a big thanks to everybody that had ran throughout the season here for the World of Thunder iRacing League. If you don't like it, well, piss off and watch someone else. I don't really care. If the shoe fits, wear it. And until next time, we're going to be back live again in about, looking at time, about 45 minutes time. The super late models, I'll have their turn for their series, their season finale here at the Lernerville Speedway. And until next time, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night, have a cry, peace.